Good day, cramming engineers. So for today's lesson, we will be discussing relative motion. This is the topic after curvilinear motion and rectilinear motion. Okay, so itong topic na to, relative motion, it is applicable for both rectilinear and curvilinear motions. So relative motion, guys, can be, well, self-explanatory naman siya. It is the relative motion of a particle with respect to another observer. So let's look at this figure. So meron tayong fixed observer at point O and meron tayong dalawang particles. We have particle A and particle B. Okay, so ngayon, yung particle A, meron ding naka-fixed na relative axis sa kanya. So Z prime, Y prime, and X prime. And yung fixed axis naman natin is yung X, Y, and Z. Okay? So, when we say relative motion is, for example, from a fixed observer at origin point O, if there are two particles, particle A and particle B, moving about their own paths, ito, yung fixed observer, just look at this as a reference and focus on particles A and B. Okay? So, if particle A is moving, or this vector RA, kumbaga, is the position of particle A with respect to the fixed observer, while RB naman is the position of particle B with respect to the fixed observer. Okay, so relative motion naman, guys, is kapag meron tayong isa pang observer na gumagalaw. Okay? So if there are two particles and those two particles are moving, what is the motion of the other particle as seen by the other moving particle? Okay, so for this example, itong connecting na vector ng B and A, it is, kumbaga, if you are this person in particle A, how do you see particle B moving? What is the relative motion of B? We write that as R of B with respect to A. So, with respect to, palagi yung nasa dulo. So, kung mapapansin nyo, para siyang R ng B, no? Ganyan natin siya basahin. R ng B, but with respect to A. So, if this is R of B, this is R of B with respect to A. This is R of B with respect to the origin. So, ayan lang, guys, ano? Yan na yung ating mga position vectors. So, I have RA, RB. If this is my RA and this is my RB, this will be the R of B with respect to A. And this can be further derived to get the velocities. Okay? So, hindi lang po yan applicable sa position vectors. It is also applicable to the velocity. So, if this is the velocity of A as seen by the fixed observer, this is the velocity of B as seen by the fixed observer. This is the velocity of B as seen by particle A. And also, this is applicable sa acceleration. So, if that is acceleration of A, this is acceleration of B, this is the acceleration of B with respect to A. So, in vector form, pwede nating makita or pwede nating masulat ang equation for this as RA plus R ng B of A is equal to R of B. Or pwedeng R ng A is equal to R ng B minus R of B with respect to A. Okay? So, this is also applicable to this, wherein my V of A is equal to V ng B minus V ng B with respect to A, as well as A ng A is equal to A ng B minus A ng B with respect to A. Okay? So, parang inad lang natin to, to get this one. No? So, V ng B is equal to V ng A plus V ng B with respect to A. So, just moving this to the other side, no? You get this. Okay, guys? So, yan lang po ang kailangan nating alam. Ito lang, no? Basic. And applicable na po dito yung ating curvilinear motion, rectilinear motion, as well as pag acceleration pinag-uusapan, guys, this is total, no? Total acceleration. So, for example, body A is moving in a curvilinear motion, then this acceleration should be decomposed further into its normal and tangential components. Right? So, don't worry kasi mag-example naman tayo dito. We have 2 examples in this video to have a grasp on this concept. So, without further ado, let's start with the first problem. So, sabi, a train travels at a constant speed of 60 miles per hour, crosses over a road. If the automobile A is traveling at 45 miles per hour along the road, determine the magnitude and direction of the velocity of the train relative to the automobile. A train travels 60 mph. Okay, so ito yon 60 mph. If the automobile is traveling 45 miles per hour along the road, determine the magnitude and direction of the velocity of the train relative to automobile. Okay, so may VT and may VA tayo. Ang hinahanap natin is the velocity of the train relative to the automobile. Okay, so for this, we can write the equation V of A plus V of A is equal to V of T. So, saan galing to? So, if we draw VT, that is VT, and this is VA, VT, and this is VA, this is V of T with respect to A. Okay? So, guys, tandaan nyo, yung first subscript is yung hinahanapan natin ng velocity. So, since dito, ang tinatanong velocity of the train, no? So, ito yung first subscript. Relative to the automobile, okay? So, kung sino yung observer, siya yung nasa pangalawang subscript. So, baligtad to guys, kung ang hinahanap natin is velocity ng automobile with respect to the train. Okay? So, ang mangyayari niyan, if velocity ng automobile, so that is this one, VA with respect to T. So, since we have this, pag inad natin tong dalawa, we will get this. Okay? Kaya, meron tayong VA plus VTA equals VT. Okay? So, we are trying to get VTA. Okay, so VT is equal to VA plus VTA. I'm just going to rewrite this as this equation. Okay, so let's write all our given. Meron tayong VT or VT is equal to 60 mph and we have our VA is 45 mph along the road. Determine the magnitude and velocity. So we need to know this one, but kailangan natin maalala that these are vectors. So bukod sa magnitude, kailangan rin natin malaman yung direction. Okay, so very first step when we are trying to do this is to first resolve this equation into its components. Kasi alam natin that VT has its x and y components and VA has its x and y components as well. Tama po ba? So therefore, VT with respect to A also has its x and y components. Okay? So let's do that. So we do that by kunin muna natin yung x nitong mga to. Okay? So let's draw the actual. Ayan ano. So kung mapapansin nyo, yung VT, it is moving horizontally. So lahat ito ay x lang. But itong VA, it is moving diagonally. So meron siyang x component and meron siyang y component. If this is VA, we have VA x and we have VA y. Ito naman, VT, since siya ay horizontal, siya na rin yung VT x. Okay? And VT y is equal to 0. Okay? Okay. And the angle, kung mapapansin, this is 45 degrees. So therefore, this angle is also 45 degrees. Okay, assuming na horizontal yan. Okay? So, let's write VT ng x is equal to VA x plus BT with respect to A in the x direction. So, VTX in the VT in the x direction is again 60 mph. So, this is 60 mph. Tandaan guys, lagyan natin ng convention, positive pagpakanan, and that is equal to VAX. Kung mapansin nyo, papunta rin doon si VA in that direction din. So, ang kanyang X component ay papunta rin sa right. So, that is also positive. So, VAX is VA if this is that is also 45 degrees. Okay? That is 45 degrees. Okay, so VAX is VA cosine 45. Okay? Yun lang yun. So, isulat na natin, this is VA cosine 45. So, this is, ang VA natin is 45 cosine 45 plus VT with respect to A in the X direction. Okay? So, with this, guys, makukuha na natin si VTA in the X direction. So, that is 60 minus 45 cosine 45. Okay? So, later ko na yan isolve. And let's solve number 4, VT with respect to the Y. Okay? So, VT, Y is equal to VA, Y, sorry, plus VT with respect to A in the Y direction. Okay? So, again, yung VTY natin, that is 0 kasi horizontal yung movement. Okay? So, this is 0. Ang VAY naman natin, that is, this one is VA sine 45 naman. Okay? And that is positive kasi taas. Okay? So, this is 0 is equal to 45 sine 45 plus VT with respect to A, Y. Okay? So, meron na tayo VT, AY. So, that is negative 45 sine 45. Okay? So, let's get the two values. Dito ko na lang, no? VT, A, X, VT, A, Y. So, this is 28.18 miles per hour. That. Meron pa yan, no? Pero, i-0.18 ko na lang. So, this is negative 31.82 mph or this is 31.82 mph but pababa. Okay? Positive in the downwards direction. Okay? To get the total VTA, so kailangan lang natin kunin yung resultant nitong dalawa. Let me just draw. Okay, so we have VTAX here, VTAX, and we have VTAY. So this will be our total VTA. To get that, that's just 28.18 squared plus negative 31.82 quantity squared, getting the square root. So VTA will give us 42.5 mph. Okay? So this is the result. So for us, the angle, okay, so for the angle, theta, that will be arctan of the tan theta will be opposite over adjacent. Okay, so tan theta will be VTA with respect to Y or VTA with respect to X. Okay, and therefore theta will be arctan ng ang Y is 31.82 and over 28.18. Okay, so the theta is 48, approximately 48.5 degrees. So this is 48.5 degrees. So therefore, ito ko lang isulat yung final answer. VTA or the velocity of the train with respect to automobile A is 42.5 mph, 48.5 degrees in this direction. So, I hope nagkaroon ng idea or nag-grasp yung idea ng relative motion. Okay, so ito medyo mas challenging because it combines rectilinear motion and then curvilinear motion as well. Okay, so let's answer. Number 2, car A is accelerating in the direction of its motion at the rate of 3 feet per second squared. So, A is 3 feet per second squared. Car B is rounding a curve of 440 feet. So this is 440 feet in radius at a constant speed of 30 mph. VB is 30 mph. Lagay natin constant, okay? So anong meaning kapag constant yung ating velocity? It means that the tangential acceleration of this is 0. Okay? Determine the velocity and acceleration which car B appears to have an observer in car A. Okay? So ang hinahanap natin is the velocity of B as observed at point A or in car A. So velocity and acceleration. So A, B with respect to A as well. Okay? If car A has reached a speed of 45 mph for the positions represented. So ang V A natin dito is 45 mph. So let's draw again. If we have, ayan ano, may A tayo dyan. And we have V here. So ayan, next, we have VA, we have VB, and ang inaanap natin is VB with respect to A. Or the acceleration and velocity of car B as observed in car A. Okay, so let's write our equation. So that is VA plus VB with respect to A is equal to VB. Okay? Okay, so for this, guys, kunin natin yung X and yung Y. Okay, so if you are car B, you are moving in this direction. This is your tangential direction and this is your normal direction. Okay? And sabi, this is 30 degrees. Therefore, this is also 30 degrees. But then again, this is perpendicular. Tama? So therefore, this angle must be, yung remaining, this must be 60 degrees. Okay, so kunin muna natin yung mga X. Okay, so VA X, that is equal to VBA in the X direction, negative, plus VB in the X direction. Okay? So VA in the X direction is, ayan, ano, since siya ay horizontal, ang movement, so that is all VAX. So that is negative 45 mph. Why? Kasi positive pagpakanan. Okay, so positive tayo pagpakanan, guys. So that is negative 45 mph kasi siya ay pakaliwa. Then equal to kay negative VBA, B with respect to A in the X direction plus VBX. Okay, so ang VBX natin, guys. So if this is my VB in the U, yung VB natin is in the UT direction. So yung VBX is here, no, papunta dyan. That is VBX direction. So that is pakaliwa. So negative, ano? So VB natin is 30. 30. But kailangan natin kunin yung component that is cosine nitong angle na to. Cosine 60. Okay? Then therefore, my VBA respect to X is 45 mph minus 30 cosine 60. Okay? So I have that one. Then kunin naman natin yung sa Y. Okay, so VBA in the Y direction is equal to VB in the Y direction minus VL in the Y direction. Okay, so ano yung VBY natin? So VBY natin is ito naman, ano, yung papunta dito sa baba. Okay, so that is VB, which is 30 times sine of 60. Ayan, so ito side na yan. Pero since pababa siya, this will be negative. Then minus VAY, Ang VAY natin is 0 kasi siya ay purely horizontal. Okay, so kuha na natin yung VB with respect to A in the Y direction. So that is 30 mph positive, so siya ay pakanan. So VBY naman natin, VBA in the y direction is negative 25.98 or that is 25.98 mph downwards direction. Okay? So we now have our VBA X and Y. No? So to get VBA total, we just have to get 30 squared plus 25.98 squared and getting the square root. So the answer is 39.69 mph. Okay? And the angle is, let's draw. We have, yan yung ating VBA X and ito yung ating VBK Y. So this is the angle, this is the magnitude of VBA. So that is arc tan ng opposite which is VBAY. So 25.98 over 30. This is 40.89 degrees. The answer is 39.69 mph, 40.89 degrees in this direction. Okay guys, so nakuha na natin yung first which is yung VBA. Next naman natin is si acceleration. Okay, so for acceleration, we have B of A is equal to A of B minus A of A. Okay, so tandaan nyo guys, para mas madali pala. If you have this expression, the first part will be the first term, which is positive. The second term, which is the observer, will be the negative term in the second term. Okay? So, ayan. So, this is our equation. Now, we have to look at our example. The figure pala. So, this is the figure. We have point A here. And we have our B here. No? So, this is A and this is B. But then our B is, so this is our A and this is our B. And we know that our B is moving at a radius of 440 and this angle is 30 degrees. Okay, so B is moving tangentially here. This is the tangential direction while this is the normal direction. Okay guys, so let's first analyze the angles. So if that is 30 degrees, if this is 30, this must be 30 degrees as well. And since ito ay perpendicular, which is 90 degrees, then therefore the remaining angle should be 60 degrees. Okay? So, ayan. Okay? So since we saw that the body B is moving in a curvilinear motion, then this AB should be decomposed as well in its normal and tangential components. Okay, so let me write that. ABA. Ito kasi guys, mga total acceleration yan, no? So, pag curvilinear, we know that the total acceleration is decomposed into its AB normal, no? And its AP tangential direction. Okay? Ayan. Okay, guys? So, let's write the given. Ano yung mga given sa atin? We have VB is equal to 30 mph. Tama ba yun? Our VA is 45 mph. Tama ba or baliktad? Tama. VB, VA. And also, we have AA, which is equal to 3 feet per second squared in the left, towards the left. Okay, kaliwa siya. Okay, so since ang velocity daw ni B is constant, this is constant, then therefore, the tangential velocity of the tangential acceleration of B is 0. Okay? So therefore, this is 0. Okay? And since ang naiwan is yung normal component ni B, acceleration, then therefore, this acceleration is pointing towards this direction. Tama ba? Papunta siya doon. And therefore, kung kukunin natin yung components ni normal, no? Kailangan kasi natin kunin ito, kailangan natin kunin yung x and yung y components nito katulad nung ginawa natin sa velocity. Okay? But paano natin kukunin yung x and y components ng normal component? Then ito 'yon, no? Since ito yung direction ng normal component, that kukunin natin si x and si y, ito na po 'yon, no? Si x component ng normal, then ito yung magiging y component ng normal. Okay, so this will be a, b, normal in the y direction. Okay? Habang ito naman is yung AB, normal but in the x direction. Okay po ba? Okay, so let's do it. So the A in the x direction, that will be equal to AB and in the x direction, so that is negative, Negative. Ano nga ulit yung equation natin for ABN or normal? So our ABN will be VB squared over R. Okay? Okay, naalala pa ba? So putting this here, this becomes, and since ito ay pakaliwa, this will be negative VB squared over R, and the angle is cosine ng 30 degrees. Okay? And 0 and minus AA. So yung AA natin is what? Our AA is 3 feet per second but in the negative direction. So this is negative 3. Okay? So ang unit nitong 3 is feet per second squared. Ang unit natin for VB is ang nakuha natin is miles per hour, no? So we have to convert miles per hour into feet per second pa. Okay? So let's write it here na lang. Negative. Ang VB is 30 mph. And to convert that, we have to convert the hours into seconds by dividing 3,600 seconds and multiplying sa numerator 5,280 feet per mile. Okay? So this cancels the miles per hour and puts it or makes it feet per second. Okay? So ito ay VB lang to guys and kailangan natin i-square. Okay? So divided by 440 feet, the given radius, and times cosine 30. Okay? So minus negative 3, so that is plus 3. So this is negative 0.81 feet per second squared. Okay? Or this is 0.81 feet per second squared papunta sa kaliwa. Okay? Now, let's get the y component. Okay, so let me write here in blue naman. So, A in the y component is equal to ABN in the y direction. And since wala ng tangential component, so 0 na yan, minus AA. Okay? Yung AA, guys, alam naman natin that it is horizontal lang. So, therefore, wala na siyang y component. Okay? So, this becomes 0. Okay? So, yung A in the y direction, that's just yung y component nitong normal acceleration ng body P. Okay? So, to get that y component, that's just, again, our A, B, N. But this time, sine of 30 degrees naman. Okay? And yung ABN natin, that is VB squared over R sine 30. Okay? Positive to ngayon kasi pataas to. Nakita nyo? Okay? So, our VB is 30. Then, Convert natin ulit. This is quantity squared over 440 sine 30. Okay, so the answer is 2.2 feet per second squared, and ito ay paakyat. Okay, so we now have our x and y components of the acceleration of body B with respect to A. And we can now write it as this. This is the ABA in the x direction. This is the AB with respect to A in the x direction. And this is the AB with respect to A in the y direction. And this is the resultant AB with respect to A. So this is just the square. Yes, the square root of the sum of the squares of the two. So that is, I'll write 2.2 squared plus 0.81 squared, and we'll get the square root. So the answer for that is approximately 2.345 feet per second squared. And the angle, this angle will be arctangent of the opposite, which is 2.2 over 0.81. So the angle is 69.79 degrees. Okay? So the answer is acceleration of body B with respect to A is 2.345 foot per second squared, 69.79 degrees in that direction. Is that right? Mali guys, sorry. Kasi pakaliwa pala dapat ito, ano? Let me redraw. So pakaliwa and paakyat. Okay? So this is the ABA in the x direction. Ayan, kaliwa. And paakyat naman yung sa y direction. So this is the angle. Okay? So yung magnitude di naman magbabago. Ito lang po na direction. Okay? So this is the final answer. Okay? So we got now the acceleration of body B with respect to A, as well as the velocity of body B with respect to A. Okay? So those are the two answers of this question. So kung mapapansin nyo, no, na pinagsasama na natin dito sa relative motion problems, yung ating rectilinear motion and curvilinear motions. Okay? So I hope naintindihan yung lesson natin for today. That will be all. Thanks!